Well, there's Skiddy. Everybody likes Skiddy. She doesn't come outside very much anymore. It's kind of unusual for her to come outside. So, I don't... She's lost some weight, but she's getting back into it. I mean, like I said, there was a couple weeks where she just didn't come outside at all. So, but I think she's okay. I mean, she hasn't acted lethargic. She just didn't go outside. I don't know what it was all about. So, business kind of picked back up today. We got another mower in today, so that's good. I'm surprised. Here it is, late June, and people are still wanting services done. You know, get oil change and sharpen the blades. So I figured everybody would have had that done by now. It's typical Craftsman. These Craftsman, they have a bushing in there that for the belt, so you can release the shut off the mower deck. Over time, there is a piece of metal in there that gets wore out. It just kind of, and this bushing gets stuck in it. So I was going to order a new part, but he needs this right away, of course. I mean, and that part would take a month to get here, so I just ground it down and it'll work. I just can't grind it too much. So if he has a problem in the future with that, I'm going to tell him, look, it's going to be a month before you get the part. It's not something I'm going to keep on hand. I had everything else, filters, and he said it's not cutting even. Can you level the deck? And what it was is the blade was put on wrong, and so the spindle has a star pattern just like the blades. And so the blade needs to go into the star. Well, it wasn't, so it was kind of just cocked over. So it was digging into the ground is what it was doing. So we'll do a service on that, and then I got this push mower over here. I got to get the real wheels put onto it, and that's an easy job. And then she's got a riding mower. I've already looked at it once. She was having troubles getting it started. So I went over there and we jumped it, started right up. I had to put a little starting fluid in it to get the old gas out of the carburetor. But once that was taken care of, it started right up. So I'll have this one done Tuesday, but I won't be able to return it till Saturday because he lives out of town. Like I have said in the past, it's kind of a vacation area, second home area type of thing. And then that push mower I'll have done Monday. So, you know, customers like this, I've been telling you the last few days, I've got this customer, well, I had this customer, and he's been difficult to deal with. Is something else. So yesterday, it was a pressure washer, and I've been telling you that he didn't want to contact me. And anytime he did contact me, he wanted me to come over late in the evening, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Well, I've been really searching my heart on this. Searching Google, do people do this? Google had a good recommendation: charge extra. Take it over there and charge him extra. Now I should have charged him $100, but there's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't have to just drop everything and run over there and take his pressure washer over. But I know he's playing a game with me. I just know it. So I took it over there, dropped it off. He wasn't home, and I texted him and said, "Hey, your pressure washer's on the back porch." And they're starting instructions on a tag tied around the handle. Well, the day comes, he replies back, "I'm home all day." So I replied back, "Well, I've already returned it. I already texted you that." It's a game. He's playing a game. He doesn't want to pay, or he doesn't want to. I mean, there's something wrong with him. I don't know what it is. So as we were taking that pressure washer back, we were talking about this lady with the push mower. And she went completely the opposite direction, which I'm totally fine with. Just totally fine with. She doesn't have a lot of money, so, want to keep the budget intact. So, went over there, picked it up. Well, of course, I looked at the riding mower. And went over there, picked it up, told her what was wrong with it. And then when I got the part, I let her know, or when I got a notice that when I will get the part, which is Monday, I let her know that the mower's going to be done. She says, "Now, remember, I told you I won't be here Wednesday until July 1st. So she's going to be gone the rest of the month." I said, "That's right, I forgot." She says, "Now Monday I have some things I need to do, but I can rearrange my schedule, so just let me know." And she says, "Tuesday, I got to take my grandson into the doctor's office. I can't rearrange that, but I won't leave until 10, and we'll be back around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So if you got to wait till Tuesday, then you can bring it over Tuesday on those hours. Just very thorough and a lot of detail, giving me information that I can work with so we can get this back before July 1st. And then you get a customer like this guy, and these people I really like. People like this. He gives you a list of things that are wrong with it. It's not level, or it's digging into the dirt. Sharpen the blades. It won't disengage, and please service it. Change the oil, filter, that kind of stuff. Okay, that's fine. He says, do you want check or cash when you get paid? And I said, cash would be great. No problem. Just let me know how much it's going to cost. That is fantastic, because when I got into this, he said, if you need to buy new blades, buy new blades. When I got into it, it didn't need new blades. It needed a new spindle. So I decided, well, we'll sharpen the blades and replace the spindle. Then I started looking, and the belt needed replaced. So I didn't have to run in and call him or anything. I just decided, well, we're going to buy a belt, because he said, just get it running. Well, if he wants it running, I need a belt. It was, that's easy. That's just easy information. As far as it not disengaging, I could have bought that part. I don't think he would have minded at all if I had bought the part. But he did say, I'd like to have it back by this weekend. This is Friday. So he'd like to have it back by at least Saturday or Sunday of next week. So I should get the two parts on Tuesday. And that gives me time to adjust things if something doesn't go right. Let's just say that me grinding it, I didn't grind it enough. I'm not rushed. Tuesday, I can take it for a test drive. I'm like, oh man, that didn't work. And I can do something else to make it work. Or if the belt's the wrong size, or the belt's late, those kind of things. It gives me some time. It's not they're rushed, they don't want to spend any money, and then when you do tell them, they don't want to pay. This is a fantastic, these two customers are fantastic. I'm really happy that they found me. Thought I'd talk about the other channel just real quick. Haven't mentioned it in a long time, except at the end of the video. I say click this up next box to take you a video on my other channel. It, just as expected, it's doing everything it's supposed to be doing. As expected, this channel, it never does anything like you would expect it to do. But just as expected, I started January 1-ish, somewhere around there. Was putting old videos up, re-upload them, getting subscribers. You guys did a fantastic job getting me enough subscribers and enough watch time so I could get monetized by May. That was my goal, because May was supposed to be the busy season. And I'm telling you, the views on that just skyrocketed in May. So but then it slowed back down, of course, in June, and I expected that. And then so I've been asking Google, and Google AI thing is really fantastic with giving you YouTube information. You can ask it very specific questions like lawnmower repair YouTube channel, I'm sorry. And it will give you details like who else does it, how they do the videos. So Google owning YouTube, I guess that has something to do with it. So it's been very helpful. So I asked YouTube, Google, should I reduce the number of videos that I'm making per week down from 2 down to 1? And it said, not during this time, but in the fall time, that would be a good strategy, because there's less content to make. But if you do it now, you're going to risk losing subscribers, because they're going to have an expectation of you to keep up the pace and all that. So, in October time frame or so, maybe September, I'll start reducing the number of videos down to 1. And then if I see the need, I can pick the pace back up next May. Everything is going as expected. There's no surprises with that channel. I suspect it's going to take a year or two before the videos really take traction. If I'm doing a good job, I'm trying to do a good job. I try not to mumble around a lot and talk too much at the beginning of the videos. I put a little bit of music in there to kind of keep it rolling and entertaining. I know my personality is a little dry. So, I don't know if I want to change that, because it would be a forced personality. I'm just not into doing skits and that kind of stuff. I'm just not into it. But there are other channels. This Canadian channel, he I mean, he's not as big as some of the more funny channels, but he's got a good channel and it makes a lot of views. But the thing about these channels, it just seems like every now and then a video just kind of takes off for no apparent reason, like how to change a carburetor, and you'll look at it and all their videos, they're doing terrible, 800 views, but they got one video, how to change a carburetor, which I've done a dozen of those, and it's got, you know, 1.2 million views. So it's just a matter of time, and I'm pretty sure with the way that channel is going, as expected, everything's going as expected, and within a year or two, I'll get one of those videos that just will explode. You know, something silly too. It's good. But what I have noticed is these off-grid and band channels have really taken a nosedive. YouTube, they send out the organization itself makes videos for content creators, and so you can watch them, and they give you some advice and some change, you know, what's going on in YouTube world and all that stuff. And they specifically said that van life 5 years ago was it was the where to be on YouTube. If you were going to be on YouTube, van life was the way to do it. And now they say that the van life is the worst niche to be in. Don't even start a channel as a van lifer. It's just, they're doing terrible. So same thing with off-grid. If you're not doom and glooming it, I mean, off-grid channels don't even show up on my feed anymore, ever. Even the big ones don't show up on my feed anymore. And I'm an off-grid channel. I watch my video every day. You would think that another off-grid channel would show up, but it doesn't. They're just dead. So I know that I don't talk about off-grid much anymore on this channel. I talk a lot about the business, and I could probably rename the channel. I don't know, maybe in a year or two. How to live your dreams, because that's really what this channel is about now. Living off-grid, being isolated from people, working on lawnmowers, you know, all these things I've dreamt about doing my entire life. And I know people think I'm nuts when I say that. I've always wanted to have some sort of business repairing lawnmowers. When Carolyn and I decided to travel, we had two choices. We could have stayed in the house that we were at. The only downside to it, it had been robbed twice. And we were a little paranoid about it. We bought a security system and all that, but we were a little paranoid about it. And but we had considered starting a lawnmower repair business right there, and or travel. And we ended up traveling because we'd been robbed twice. That was the whole reason. So I've thought about wanting to do this for a very, very, very long time, and it's really nice that I can do it while doing the other dream, which is living off grid. Because I don't know, 20 years ago I was getting solar panels on top of my house, and I was really into it. And I really enjoyed building a system, but I couldn't live off grid because I had a young wife and a daughter, and, you know, big house. Not huge, but it needed electricity. So, you know, Carolyn allowing me to do all this is just amazing. Everything just worked out. So, living your dream is probably where this channel is heading, or is at. I know it's not about off grid, and I've lost some viewers about it. One viewer never failed, commented every day, and he would go over my channel and comment on the new videos. I haven't heard from him, and that was since the camper fire years ago. Every day he would comment. Well, I haven't heard from him in, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 months. So yeah, and that's another thing, is this audience is getting up there in age, and I do wonder how many people have passed away. You know, I got 80,000 subscribers, and I wonder about maybe half of them are probably have passed away. It's so it's a good direction for this channel. Just talk about your dreams and day-to-day activities, customer complaints, and all that stuff. And I think people are interested, and I can already see that some viewers are coming in with thinking that's what this channel is about somehow or another. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video over to my other channel. Really appreciate you go check it out. I forgot to post a link on it the other day, so it's running a little bit behind. So I hope I can inspire you to live your dreams, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.